Well, hello and welcome to The One Show with Alex Jones.
And Matt Baker. You're looking a bit perky. What's happened?
Oh, well, I've just had the radio on and something's got me started.
Oh, yeah? I'm a bit parched, actually. Could I have some of your water?
Yeah, I got a big jug down here
lovely.
with ice and I'll give it all up for you.
Should I just introduce tonight's guest?
Yes, I would!
It's Mick Hucknall.
It's Mick!
Hello, Mick. How are you?
Good to see you.
Well, come on, sit down. Lovely to have you here.
My pleasure.
It is wonderful, wonderful to see you because we didn't know if we would see you again, did we, Al?
Well, this is the thing, because not long ago you announced, didn't you, that Simply Red wouldn't perform again.
Yeah.
But suddenly there's a tour, there's an album, and don't get us wrong, we're delighted. But why did you change your mind
Well,
then?
it's all down to a number. In the summer of last year, my manager came round and said, you know, you are aware that next year would be the 30th anniversary of Simply Red. What are you going to do about it? And he pointed out that the next one that you would celebrate would be the 40th, and that seemed an awfully long way away.
So you thought, let's get in there now.
Yeah, and who knows where you are, you know what I mean? I thought we're all around, we're all healthy, and it seemed like a good thing to do, to just celebrate the 30 years.
And the wonderful thing is, Mick, you've brought everybody with you tonight as well.
Yeah,
The band are
yeah.
outside. So I don't know if you can hear me, but if you can, could we have a little blast of something that we're going to look forward to later? Oh, they can hear us. There's the drum set. Which is the new album. But I was listening to the greatest hits today, and it's just one after another after another. It's just the career that you've had and the tracks that you've come up with and you've written.
Well, thanks, but, you know, and exactly that's why I think it's worthy celebrating the 30 years, you know, because you can play all the big hits, and we love playing live. I've always enjoyed being singing live, so it should just be a delight, really.
Yeah. You had mixtapes in the car, didn't you, when you were learning to drive?
I did, yeah.
That's what we've learned today.
I hope you pass your test.
Now, one of your tracks, in the song, you said money's too...
Money's too tight.
So, see, that link was going to be so slick. Money's too tight to mention. But we did hear that you paid £20,000 for a pair of football boots.
Well, it was charity.
And how drunk were you in the auction?
I'd had a few glasses, but the thing is, I knew all along that it was for charity, so I just thought, you know what?
Why not?
Splash out.
If you're feeling generous tonight,
I don't know.
We'll just put them down here. I don't know whose they are, but...
They look a bit grubby to me. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, let's leave them there. Anyway, now talking about... Wonder if he would. Now, Mick, we know that you're a big football fan. Obviously, we talked about how much you paid for the football boots, but would you be in favour of an FA boycott on the World Cup?
I think it has to be bigger than that. It has to be a collective of the European associations, maybe the South Americans, anybody else. But you can see it slowly unravelling, and it's quite horrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
The level of corruption is it just... You think about kids playing football and everything all their dreams and everything they stand for, and you see it being... falling apart like this.
Yeah, well, we do have to say it's still under investigation at the moment, but it'll all come out, obviously, in the next couple of weeks.
Justice will be done.
It will.
Well, always does.
It better be.
Now, as we mentioned earlier, you're celebrating 30 years of Simply Red. So let's hear the track that brought the world Mick Hucknall.
I'll keep holding on, holding, holding, holding
Well, there we are. And Mick, now with this new album, Big Love, I guess it's hard to put it into context, but what does the Big Love refer to?
Well, it's a completely different world for me. The first 18 years of my life, I was brought up with my dad. He never married again, so there was just the two of us. There were no grandparents and no brothers and sisters. For the first 18, it was me and him. And we had babysitters who did a great job when my dad was working, but that was basically it. So now I'm in a situation where I'm married, I've got a daughter, And I joke occasionally that even the dog is a girl, and I'm in a completely different world. And it's been... she's 7 now, my daughter. So for 7 years, I've kind of sort of been educated in a whole different way of living. This is a family. I'd never had anything like this before. So that's why I think it's big love, because it's just something that I've never known, that you guys probably take for granted. Is something that I never had.
Do you wish you would have done the whole family thing a bit sooner, knowing now what you know?
It's a good question. You know, I sometimes wonder if you can have a family really young, so you sort of grow with them, or you have them late when you've developed your career and you've got less stress about, you know, earning the books to pay for the family. It worked for me having the family late, but I can totally understand how somebody would do it young as well. But I would recommend what I did, because I'm having a great time.
And I guess your dad has been a big influence on the way that you are with your daughter now.
Well, yeah, I mean, I hope so. I mean, I think it was a kind of an autopilot, really, which is partly why I stopped with Simply Red in 2010 anyway, because I wanted to be around her on a daily basis without having long-distance phone calls.
So precious, that time.
Yeah, exactly. So I just was able... The only way to do that is to switch off and just say, look, I'm not available, I'm not doing anything. And the only way you do that is to stop, you know, and that's what I did.
Yeah. And you say that Picture Book, which was your first album, and Big Love, they like bookends. So does that mean then that Big Love could be the final chapter for you?
Well, ask me in 10 years, because maybe the 40th anniversary would inspire me the same way, because I didn't plan to make this album. And it was only because when I started thinking about the 30 years, I sort of thought, well, what would we sound like now? Or what do people like about Simply Red? And that's what got me writing the songs, to try and sort of put together 30 years of music within one record.
And you've written every track, haven't you?
That was the challenge, yeah. Initially, I was just going to write a couple of songs because I thought the record company might want to release another greatest hits.
Right.
And I thought, well, at least give the fans a couple of songs. But then when I got to song 3, I suddenly thought, hey up.
There's a lot here that you've
There's a challenge here. I could end up writing a whole album, and here we are.
It's an interesting point, though, you're saying that, you know, in comparison, what you've experienced since your daughter's been around, since you got married and what have you, it's been very different to what you've experienced in your other life. So, therefore, this album, it must feel very different to the other stuff that you've written in the past.
Well, I feel enriched, you know? It's sort of like something that grows inside of you, where you're not singular anymore. You're thinking in plural. It's like, it's us. It's not me, it's us. And it's just there every day. And it's lovely, I love it. It's wonderful.
Well, Big Love is out now, and Simply Red will be performing their new single, Shine On, at the end of the show.
Now, as I was just saying there, finding the right inspiration for a lyric is obviously very, very important. And in this next film, Arthur Smith... And Mick, this is something that... I mean, I don't know what sort of a creative phase you're in at the moment watching this, Mick, but when Richard sat down, you said...
I feel a song coming on, actually.
Sock it to us. No. Yeah, you were saying that you agree with this, that there's...
Yeah, when they mentioned this downtime, that's very much something that comes into my mind when I'm close to writing, is that I want to do nothing. I do absolutely nothing. I just loz around the house. And then, invariably, that's what came with these songs. All 12 of them came... I wrote them in my bedroom, and just most of the time it was in between bouts of what you might describe as boredom, and I just describe as lozzing around.
But the question was, now, was your bedroom messy or was it tidy? Because another one of the theories you explore, Richard, in your book is that messy places are more creative areas. Isn't that, Richard? Isn't that right?
Yeah, so people have done research on how different contexts can influence how people feel and creativity. And if you put people in a very messy office compared with a very tidy office, people are able to do creativity problems better in the messy office.
You see, I'm very messy, and I think because, you know, like if you're drawing or painting or doing anything like that, you're looking around for it, but you're trying to find whatever it is, and then so everything's sparking, and suddenly you then put whatever you've produced in a really tidy place, and it's quite weird.
You should see his dressing room. But see, I can't do anything until everything's cleared.
Yeah. And then she's got no time to be creative.
Well, Dr. Show. But
now, performing Shine On from their brand new album, Big Love, this is Simply Red.
You've broken down a wall. Reach for the skies, you make me 10 feet tall. The sun is shining on us, baby. Let's play the song and we can dance. I love is shining on us, baby. Let's play the song so we can dance, 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 dance.
Feel so young.
Shine on, shine on, shine on.
Feel so young.
I want you to shine on, shine on. Ooh, shiny eyes, we can have a ball. Reach for the skies, you make me 10 feet tall.